Hello, everybody, welcome to the stream. We're back on hardcore once again. This is the area that we've been working on for the past 2 streams now in this. I think it's coming along very nicely. So we did this building last time and this one was the one before, and yeah, no, I'm really happy with how this is coming along in general, the trees, the design, stuff like that. But we've got some stuff to finish. So firstly, this room needs some kind of interior, not a massive interior, but something. Making a space, hello. And the same with this one. I want some amount of interior. Like, initially I said, oh, no interior, because, you know, the turtles live in there. But then I, realised I was going to do my thumbnail shot to be this. And then I realised that the interior was so ugly and empty. I was like, maybe there should be something in there. And so once we've done those interiors, I want to work in this area because it's completely blank. So we're going to try and do something with it. How am I? I'm doing pretty fantastic. Thank you, Penguin Space. I've finished writing the main content for my essay that I've been working on for the whole week. And now I've got to do like 1 million references, which is going to be extremely boring, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, first thing I want to do, so I want to get more mangrove wood because I want to build more palm trees, and I think I want to try and make some little beach seats and place some towels down, you know, as you do on a tropical beach, and have some bushes around, rocks, stuff like that. I think it's going to be good. So yeah, let's start with mangrove logs. That's loads. We're not going to need that many mangrove logs. Add some spruce slabs, and then we also need, is it jungle leaves that we use? It is. Haven't got enough, so we'll go and get some more. Yeah, these trees, I should have probably maybe practiced building them, because I don't know, I don't want them to feel get boring. Sounds odd to say, but you know, once you build a couple of trees that are similar, you want to try and vary them a bit, figure out how to make them look interesting and different, but I haven't done that. So yeah, we might have a little bit of a issue where the trees look too similar. They look like copy and paste versions. We'll see. What I have been working on though is I was working on what I did last stream. So the other world that I've been playing, my own survival world, we were working on the big end skyscraper. I actually kind of made a lot of progress on that, so maybe at some point we'll have another stream in that world and we'll be able to catch up the progress and design something more or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. I've always wanted to make a medieval themed castle with a town, a bunch of different stuff. That actually sounds awesome. Genuinely, that's really cool. So with this build, I kind of wanted it to feel, obviously it's a castle, but it is supposed to be almost medieval, but it feels more, now that I'm building it, it feels much more like crazy billionaire tries to build medieval but ends up with something insanely huge and crazy that isn't what he was going for at all. It's the vibe that I get from this build. It's quite funny. But yeah. Taki, hello. Yeah, so I'm going to start off with some trees, just get into it. That's quite a small tree. I think we want some bigger ones than that. Maybe not right up close to the water. I feel like that would be a bit strange to have a tree here. It would look a bit odd, you know. But maybe we'll start nearer the back. Over here, we could have a nice big tree. I want to try and... Is that a tall enough start? No. Though maybe we can have it like this. Okay, and then like that. So it's kind of quite tall. Maybe it should, yeah, that's a really tall tree. Is this too tall? feel like this might be a tad too tall. But you know what? We'll give it a try and just have a see and feel what the vibe is like for the tree. Might be way too much. Correct height? Alright. I guess I haven't actually seen a palm tree in real life, so I guess they are really tall, aren't they? They are like stupidly tall, right? So maybe this is the right feel for it. The thing that I'm struggling with though is how to actually build this, because like I need scaffolding or something. Maybe scaffolding is the block to choose. What's the scale? Actually doesn't look super disproportionate. I felt like when I put those blocks down they would be like super big, like unreasonably big, but actually it looks pretty good to me. What I want to do is I want to grab a bed so that we can sleep over by the place. Hopefully I will have beds. Yes. Cool. But yeah. I know that no one looks at the description ever, but I mentioned in the description that I was going to talk about the new snapshot that came out. So the most recent snapshot that came out added 4 new potions, as well as completely changed how raids work. So banner guys, which is why I call them the raiders with the banners on their back, they have been quite drastically changed in that when you kill them, you don't get Bad Omen anymore. You get something called Ominous. And when you go to a village with the Ominous effect, it starts a raid. So that's where the raids come in. But what's strange, and well, not strange, but just different about it, is that the raid, yeah, so that Ominous is dropped as a potion from the banner guy, and when you drink the potion, go into the village, you start the raid, which is fine. But it means that raid farms like that don't work anymore, which is going to be an issue for this world, simply because it's how we get all of our redstone, it's how we get all of our everything. Like, so much of what this world has been built on, all the emeralds, all of that, is no longer going to be a thing. So yes, I will definitely be stocking up on emeralds now. That is one thing for sure. So nearing the end of this stream, I will run the farm for a while. Probably be just potentially I will, you know what, I guess what I could do is I could turn up the music a bit and then just full silent, just sit the farm for a bit, AFK 10 minutes or something. So you guys can enjoy a bit of music or whatever, and I'll just sit and we'll run the farm. That looks really bad, doesn't it? I'll leave it for now, but I'm not happy with it. But yeah, I will need like bump up the storage size of that massively, run it for a long time, get a couple of shulker boxes of emerald blocks, and then yeah, but the other issue is gunpowder. I can't stock up on enough gunpowder to last me the rest of this world's existence. Like, I wish I could, but that's just unrealistic amounts of gunpowder. What if I want to make like TNT or stuff like that? So instead of just running the farm for the emeralds, I'm going to make a new gunpowder farm at some point. It's going to be a big gunpowder farm, one that will last me the rest of the time I play on this world, hopefully. But yeah. Can you make a farm with the dispenser? Dispensing the ominous potion, you have auto clicker for right and left click. Yes, that is possible, but you can't put an item into your offhand, so you have to have the sword in your main hand. Items can't go into your offhand unless I... What I could potentially do is I'd have to get one potion and then it'd go in and then I'd drink it for the exact amount of time, so I'd always have one spare in the offhand. So it's possible, but honestly, I think I am incredibly annoyed about this because, of course, I have to build a whole new farm. But let's be honest, this is the ugliest thing in this world by a significant margin. This is the most disgusting farm that's ever existed. Yeah, you can't punch with the sword in the offhand, unfortunately. But my idea is that we will destroy this farm entirely. I will run it, then we'll destroy it. And we'll just be happy in the fact that this ugly thing no longer exists. We'll just take it as an opportunity. It's got to be my streamer persona of always being positive all the time coming out there. So yeah, I'm going to try and be positive about this change. I think it's good. A lot of people are going to be super mad. Oh, they've broken the best farm in the game. Yeah, they should have. Like, there was a reason why I chose the farm that I chose. It's broken. It's the strongest farm in the game by, like, a significant margin. So what I'm tempted to do is either build a gunpowder farm. You know what? This is actually looking pretty good, but I think we need some more inconsistency. Maybe this branch will come out at a different angle. Use dogs to kill the mobs. I feel like I don't want to redesign the raid farm. I think it's a cool farm, but at the end of the day, it's very game breaking. It propelled this world to the place it is now, but I don't think I want to be able to continue using it. I think I'm going to take this as an opportunity to grow and move on from this design, and I'm going to build a witch farm. Now, the advantage of building a full witch farm is the rates of gunpowder and redstone will increase significantly, and and it's rather easy to build. If you build a hoglin based one, they're not that fast, but I can AFK at it in some way. Oh, the leaves are ugly. Dang, because this is an acacia biome. Okay, that's annoying. We'll just have to deal with the fact, oh, okay, this tree's got a disease or something. Oh well. Shame, but, you know, it's just the way it works, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to take this as an ability to get a witch farm. And I think I'm going to try and make it a kill witch farm rather than a hoglin-based farm. Although, actually, hoglin-based witch farms, I'll run you down on how they work, because I haven't built one before, but I've seen them built before, and I know how they work. So essentially, the witches spawn on blue ice, and then they're knocked off the blue ice by hoglins. It damages them, and it also... That looks really bad. Why does that look so bad? But yeah, it damages them, and it also knocks them off, so they actually die on campfires. I can be those campfires. I can be the guy that kills them. It doesn't need to be campfires. In which case I can use looting and significantly increase the rates of the farm. So that what happens is that, because I don't AFK in this world, like, all the sugarcane that I have ever got in this world has just been passively got. So potentially what we should do is make it a hand kill farm. So like 10 minutes on stream I'll just sit and I'll use the farm, and that'll be our source of gunpowder and redstone. Then for emeralds, my plan is much more simple. Melon and pumpkin farm. Now that autocrafters are a thing, or they will be when I update to the version. Now that they're a thing, what I can do is I can fully take advantage of them and make a melon farm that actually makes melon blocks. Stores them up in shulker boxes. I'll use a shulker loader. That's a really nice tree. I'm not gonna, like, really try and make it detailed perfectly. Like, this tree's got a bit of, like, weirdness as well. But I think that's better. I think I'm gonna leave it as is. Okay, I think I'm happy with how this looks. Which I do want to place that in. But yeah, I will build a melon and pumpkin farm. That will be our source of emeralds if ever we need them. Again, I will be AFKing at this for a while, so we can... What were the other potions? Yeah. So there were... I'm going to try and remember them. So there was the potion of oozing, and the potion of oozing is obtained by getting an awkward potion, putting a slime block in it, and you get a potion of oozing. And what it does is that if a mob has oozing, when it dies, it will spawn 2 medium slimes on death, which I think is pretty awesome overall. I think that's a really interesting potion style thing that we haven't seen before. And yeah, I like it. And it's essentially, the point of it is that in the trial chambers, mobs will be infected with oozing by the spawners. There are different difficulty levels now. I'm not going to try and explain the entire update because you need to go to Izumavoid or someone else like that who's actually like worked out. That looks incredibly limp. I'm going to try and rebuild that. New slime farm? I actually don't know. Oma, hello. Yeah, I actually don't know what the capabilities are for these things. But if you get more slime out of the deaths of the oozing potion than you do brewing the potion, then you could use a big auto-crafting setup to get infinite slime. Wait, no, that's actually a really good idea. That's like possible as well. That's not like some Psycraft magic. That's actually possible. Bro, you're a genius. That's actually clever. Yeah, so that's the oozing potion. And the other potion that they added was the potion of infested. And as you can probably tell by the name, it involves silverfish. And it's exactly the same thing as the slime potion, but it just spawns silverfish on death. There's also a potion of like breezing or something. I'm gonna play Minecraft with the goat. What? Yeah. But yeah, the next potion is potion of breezing, which makes you... I think it makes stuff like make an explosion of like air wind when they die, which is quite strong as an offensive potion if you're fighting a big group of mobs, which is of course incredibly useful for crowd controls, situations, stuff like that, which is cool. Have I run out of leaves or do I have another stack? I feel like I probably have another stack. I do. Okay. And then the other one, I have forgotten. I was only half listening to the video, I'm going to be honest, but... Okay, that looks out of place. I'm going to do that instead. But I use it when I'm swarmed by people in survival. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that is the intended use of it. But yeah, overall, I think it's a really interesting change. I think, obviously, the entire point is to nerf raid farms. But it also adds a different level of difficulty to trial chambers, because so when trial chambers were first added, I decided to figure out what like the minimum gear was for a trial chamber. So me and a friend went and did a trial chamber to like try and figure out how difficult they were. Answer, not that hard, but the loot is not great. It's nice as an improvement, but honestly the loot is rather mid. And so they've changed it, so there's 2 levels of difficulty, which give you 2 levels of key, which give you 2 levels of loot from 2 levels of vault, which I think is a really welcome and yeah, useful change. Now my only concern with it is how annoying it is. What I mean is that yes, it's a cool feature, but is it actually like worth using? Is it worth going out of your way to get it? And I guess, are the silverfish slime potions hostile? Yeah, the silverfish and the slime are hostile to everyone. They're normal mobs, so they're supposed to make the trial chamber more difficult. more difficult to play. Hey, this tree came along well. For chatting the entire time I've made it, I feel like these trees have gone pretty well. So I'm going to leave those for now. The next thing is I want to add some rocks. But I also want to add some elevation change to this beach. So I think over here we'll have like a very small dune that goes up a little bit. I think that'll be good. But yeah, I guess the reason why you go to trial chambers is to get the hammer thing, which is, yes, it's an extremely powerful weapon, and they made it more powerful by giving it enchantments, which are essentially sharpness, bigger explosion radius, and something else slightly different. But either way, I think the changes that they're making are cool, but they are overpowered. I think once one guy on the server gets a hammer, the rest of the server is just dead. Like, there's just no... They're so strong that you can't do anything, you're just dead. It's it also means that you can like one-hit kill like dragons and stuff, and you can get it like pre-nether. Just feels a bit too much. Beast motion. Low number of trapdoors. Ooh. I don't know if I'll be using many trapdoors today. Because we're doing like beach texturing and stuff like that. I don't know, all stuff. So I think I want a rock here. I think that'll be cool. Just try and add some texture to it. Like this. Yeah, decent. Okay, and then we'll just add some pebbles and stuff. That seems good. Set up a breeze farm. Yeah, farming the trial chambers is something that, of course, everyone is super interested in doing, because, yeah, trial chambers are a really, really, really overpowered source of loot. They have golden apples in, enchanted golden apples in, sorry, and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to try and nerf them in a way, because Mojang will not want people to make farms from the trial chambers. They're supposed to be an exploratory challenge that is difficult for the player. It's not supposed to be something trivial that you can just like farm. Like with the wardens, it's extremely difficult to farm wardens. Like, no matter how much people do it, it's not an easy thing to do. And therefore I think that's good. I think the balancing is right. For the well, the balancing is right in that it's possible but difficult. For the trial chambers, I don't even know whether it's going to be possible to farm, and I don't know if that's a good thing. I personally think it is a good thing, but I think a lot of the community will not be so happy that it's impossible. Yeah. I like these rocks. I think we need more small scattered rocks to add a bit of... Because the problem is, if you just have like 3 rocks, it's just like, oh, rock, rock, rock. What? Why? But the more you add, the more obvious it becomes that this is supposed to be like a real thing that exists. Now, of course, one thing that we haven't got is buttons, which are going to add a lot. So you can add them as pebbles around, just kind of throw them down, and then of course we've used pebbles over here, like just everywhere, which is something that of course I will continue. I think stone button pebbles are a really, really nice way of texturing the ground without huge amounts of effort, essentially. Now, I did say I was going to add a like hill here earlier. I feel like the first thing we need to do is re-terraform this part. I think it's a bit unnatural the way that the grass is there, so we're going to try it. I'm going to remove that. Also, the fact that this is a man-made resort or area that people live, like we have the creative freedom to make this beach like unnaturally nice and cool, you know. Like, it doesn't have to feel like a beach that was made by nature itself, you know, so we can kind of have some creative liberty on that. Yeah, we are gonna need some more sand though. Into 2020, hello, welcome. Let's grab some sand and then we can go back over and have a look. Sand, we also need some smooth sandstone, but I'm gonna use slabs. And this will add a bit of texture to the sand, give it a bit more interest. Go over here, this is what we're working on. Oh, I like this area because it's so hyper detailed in comparison to the normal landscape. I like how much it stands out. But one thing I feel like it's gonna be difficult to transition from a hyper detailed area like this to a detailed but not hyper detailed area nearby. So of course this is part of a wider project, which is going to be making this whole area into something cool. Is that a double tree? Just planted 2 saplings or something. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so I need to be careful in making the detailing just right, and also the fact that potentially, like, right up close to here, this terraforming will be like ultra detailed. Right now it's looking a bit Minecrafty, I guess. But as we move away, like over towards this way, I want the detailing to gradient out to being less. And the advantage of that is that means that it won't feel unnatural when the stuff that's built over here is like way less detailed. Like, don't get me wrong, there'll be buildings and custom trees and stuff like that, but this kind of like texturing the sand and little rocks and stuff, that kind of thing will not exist. So that's where we need to, yeah, take advantage of our skills, I guess. Try and use gradienting and stuff like that to improve this. Okay, I'm kind of happy with how this looks now, like generally as a canvas to work on. Then the next thing I want to do is just put some like towels and beach chairs and stuff down. And I've actually never built stuff like this before. Generally, this whole tropical feel is not something that I've ever built before. Like, this stuff is kind of like big grand castle. Never done that before. This stuff, I have. This particular type of building here, I've done this before. Which is why I didn't really plan it, but this stuff requires more planning because I haven't really done it before. So the first thing that we need to get is we need to get some wool. Now we should have wool in the wool farm, which I'm gonna hop over to real quickly. What's this building in the way? So used to being able to run down the back of the perimeter wall, but stupid ass chimney. But anyway, these minecarts, I'm fairly certain, yeah, they're completely full of brown wool. So what we'll do, we'll get rid of the brown wool. Pretty sure these guys are white sheep. So, and all of them are white sheep, not just the bottom layer. And that means hopefully, once we get rid of this brown wool, there'll be some white wool for us to use. But I need to remember where I put wool in this place. Guess I'll be in mob drops, won't it? I'll get a shulker box to put this in. If I had the inventory space, shulker. Yeah. So, I'm always like slightly careful to not use rockets, but also I'm like way too lazy to walk everywhere. Like this constant conflict, right? Where's this minecart? Okay, next layer. Yeah, this shulker is not going to be helpful, by the way. I made all this brown wool because I was using it for one thing, and I don't need brown wool anymore, and now I've got like 20 stacks of it. I hope these guys are colored white. I don't know if they are. I guess I'll go back down to the bottom layer And I can look in the minecart and presumably it's gonna be, yeah, it's brown. Dang. Okay, so we'll have to get some white dye and fix these guys. Hopefully by the end of stream we'll actually have some white wool to work with. Mob drops, skeletons, bone meal. How many sheep do we have? 16 sheep. That's the only thing that annoys me about editable signs is if you put them on chests, you always accidentally edit the signs. I'm always one to be a perfectionist and fix it, but I've on my server sometimes I'll see my chest with signs on have been edited. It's just like E or like W or whatever, where someone's just like accidentally changed it, but they didn't change it back. What is wrong with you people? Why would you not change it back? Okay, now I'll just go in here and can you not dye sheep while they're not? Do I need to switch this farm off? Okay, I guess I'm switching this farm off for a second. Okay, what does this piece of redstone do? Wait, is this farm off? Hold on. Yeah, there's no observers in this farm. Wait. Okay, I've just fully decommissioned this farm. I don't know why I did that. I don't know when I did that. That's interesting. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to get some observers. Hopefully I haven't used them for something. That would be annoying. Sources. No. Magnets, slime and honey, doors, sources, droppers and dispensers, repeaters. I haven't got any. Bruh, what? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Okay, well I guess I'm doing a side quest right now. I'm gonna get a shulker and put this stuff temporarily away so we can use it later. It's so crazy. I was certain that I had observers. I must have used it. Bro, that's actually annoying. Okay, fine, whatever. Sheep. Let's put that away. Observers. Wait, I'm just gonna. But the shears fire. I can hear shears clicking. Does that mean that there are shears on some layers but not others? Or there are observers on some layers but not others? How are the shears clicking? I just heard it again. What? Oh, I just remembered the observers are down here, aren't they? I'm dumb, chat. I'm incredibly dumb. I don't know how my own farm works. Okay, so yes, if we remove this redstone, the sheep will grow, and then we can dye them. Can't believe I spent that long confused. It's my own farm. If the observer was there, the farm wouldn't even work. Okay, fine. Right, we'll sort this out, and then we'll get back to doing something more interesting. Because no matter how useful this sheep farm has been in the creation of my base, it's a very boring farm. Shouldn't be there. Okay, I thought the minecart stolen the redstone dust, then I was going to be annoyed. Then we need to re-empty it so we can pick up the maximum amount of white wool later. And then we'll be on our way. Final bit. Where's that split into 2 stacks? That's so weird. Okay, we've got an extra stack. That's technically useful, I guess. Really. I seem to remember... Yeah, so this is a feature now. You can dye wool of all colours back to any colour you want. So theoretically, I could just dye the brown wool that we've already got, which is probably what I'll end up doing for today, but obviously having white wool as the set in the farm is more useful. So I'm going to get a bunch of white dye, and we're going to get on with this. I believe I forgot that was a feature. Such a helpful feature as well. People have been asking for it in Minecraft for so long. Okay, now I'm going to fly back and see what colour will work best, because towels shouldn't be white, that's boring. We're going to try and think of a colour that will work. So we want something that's going to stand out at least some amount. So I think maybe not green or yellow or grey. So green, yellow and grey are off the table. I said no white. I think black is a bit too dark and grim, I guess, for this area. This area is supposed to be bright, colourful, happy. We've already used orange in this build, and we've already used, yeah, brown. Brown, again, not so sure, but orange we can use. And we've used orange and yellow there already, so I think orange is a good choice. And actually, I dismissed green, but what about lime? Lime might be the colour to go for. Orange and lime. You know what, let's get some orange and lime. I think that'll be best. Orange and lime don't go together, however. Orange and lime next to each other will clash extremely badly, so I think we either do alternates, we have a lime one, orange, lime, orange, lime, orange, or we introduce another colour. I think maybe not. I think blue would just clash too heavily with everything. Maybe we have a lime and a green next to each other, so like lime green, and then the other one orange. I guess we could do the same orange and yellow pattern that we've used before. Have a bit of consistency. That would be good. So I'm going to check whether we've got any dyes or flowers or anything. Dye. Okay, we do. We've got one lime, yellow and red. Okay, we need more lime dye, essentially. I'm pretty sure this cactus farm is completely overflowing with cactus. Let's have a look. Bush, yeah. Okay, we're completely full on cactus now. That's good. I'm glad that means that farm is working super well. Grab some coal. Should be some down here. I am running a bit low though. Need to be careful to use this as efficiently as possible. Not sure why I've been making cracked deep slate bricks. Sure there was a build I was going to use them in, but not. We've got white. Let's make some orange. And let's make some orange carpet. Orange wool. Orange carpet. Okay, that's good. Let's grab some of this. More lime. Lime wool. Carpets. Wait, what? I haven't got enough. Lime wool. I guess I'll just make loads. Of course, there are 2 different recipes for carpet. Of course, there are. Okay, lime, orange, and then I wanted some yellow. Not like that. Yellow wool. Yellow, orange, lime, and oh, I wanted normal green as well, didn't I? Okay, here we go. Yeah, the update. I'm concerned about how the community is going to react to the update, because I've only seen, like, I guess it sounds rude to say, but like normal people reacting to it, like, you know, like Izumavoid and Razeworks, like people who enjoy change in Minecraft and are like just telling us what's happening. I'm concerned to see what the effect of it will be, because last time we had a radical change, the villager change, a lot of people to like nerf a feature like the villager change was entirely to nerf villagers. And yeah, don't get me wrong, it worked extremely well, but the community were not happy about it at all. So I think we might have a problem where the community is pretty angry about it. I really despise how that looks, and I don't know how to make it better. I guess if it's a chair, it needs to be off the ground. That looks worse. This is too high. Don't know. I don't know. I think I'll just leave it like this for now, with nothing next to it. I want the same patterns to be a thing. Green and then lime. Lofi. Okay. It's vibrant, sure. Does it look good? I think we can leave it for now. And maybe we'll change it later. What else? The video's almost done editing. Very nice. Do make sure you put it in the self-promo bit of my server so that you can, so that everyone can see it. Because you know you've been working on it for a little while. Why not? Make sure everyone sees it. What weather is nice today? I mean, it's better than yesterday. It's like full. Can't see like 10 meters heavy rain to the point where you can't see. You know. I didn't have to go out yesterday, so that was good. But yeah, today does seem better. But like this area is missing something. Maybe we do need to do some terraining. Bit of beach expansion. If we do a mixture of beach expansion plus terraining, hopefully we can kind of make this into something good. Okay, with this sand. Try and put this in a bit. Just see how this looks. It's like Kanye. Yeah. It's decent. It's not music that I ever listen to, but I'm not gonna bash it and say that it's terrible. Also, because I'm not that kind of guy. Like, there are some people who seem to be like obsessed by like telling people that their music taste is terrible, and it's like, just don't. I listen to lo-fi music for like 2 hours at a time when I'm streaming. Like, I can't say that some people's music taste is good or bad or whatever. Plus, like, why do that? Why are people so concerned about whether someone else's music taste is objectively good or bad? It's like, just deal with it, enjoy your own music and move on. Oh yeah, you don't know what you're missing out on. No, I don't. You're correct there. I also don't care. I've used normal sandstone slabs here. I think I'm going to keep them in as texturing. What if the sand sloped a bit better into the... You know what, we're going to go full terraformer mode for a bit. Go full terraforming mode. Try and turn this into the best possible terraforming I've ever done. Because I have terraformed a beach before. It was on my OG survival world when I needed sand and I couldn't be bothered to go all the way to the desert. I mined the sand out of the beaches nearby my house, and then like weeks later I realized it was ugly and I was like, right, and then completely re-terraformed it, and it looked pretty good. But I like this sloping into the sand. I think that looks good, but yeah, it's not, because we haven't done it everywhere. It looks a bit weird. Oh, what? Oh, this isn't water sources? Bruh. I guess I'm getting a bucket. Of course. Now, the forest behind this base, I guess, like, the overarching goal is to make it so that, like, everything in render distance from the castle is, like, custom and awesome. Well, that's so unrealistic. Maybe, we don't aim for that, but trying to make as much stuff nice looking as possible is a great goal. And I completely can't remember what I came back here for. Pretty sure it was sand, but I don't think we've got any. Sand. Oh, we do have sand. Awesome. So yeah, I have like huge, like ridiculous long-term plans for this area, but it just feels a bit unrealistic at the current moment. I feel like we are making like decent progress. Like stuff is moving relatively quickly. I feel like I'm getting stuff done. But maybe it needs more time and investment for sure. What I feel like I'm missing in this area now is some good old terraforming. Big pile of sand, like here, and maybe we bring this out. Yeah, this is good. Did you know the warden is a cat? I don't know what you mean by that, but I guess by default my answer to that is no. What? Yeah, I did hear you the first time. But what does it mean? No, let's get some more sand now, because I haven't got an in-storage system. I have to fly to a desert, which means I need to get more rockets, which I've got in my chest, so we'll be able to get them. We'll go to the Mesa Desert thing that's a little while away. Over this way. Yeah, down here. Pretty sure I actually do need rockets to get to it. So I have to stop and get another rocket. But yeah, I need rockets. Yep. Can you not? Hey, Pigman. Piglins, like, genuinely, they're so unreasonably strong because of the gold swords. It's like, I was taking significant damage then. That was actually almost to the point where it was dangerous. I lost like half my health while I was just like trying to ignore him. Like with a zombie, you can ignore a zombie for hours and not lose any health. Those guys, Jesus, always gonna kill them. Where's stupid gold or whatever. Yeah. I think I haven't got a proper netherite hoe on this world, so maybe at some point I should go netherite mining and actually get one, because they are pretty useful to have. Oh, I wonder where I've been mining sand for ages. I guess I'll just get like a stack, because that's all I've got the inventory space for. Let's repair my shovel then. It's annoying. It's always a thing with mining sand. Shovel always breaks. Oh, I'm like completely full on stuff already. I've got seeds. I'm gonna get a bit more than that. Maybe I should get 2 stacks. Okay. One more. Hopefully that'll last us at least a tiny bit. And I'm pretty sure I've got more sandstone, so I can use that to... just the potion textures, like the textures of the new potions are well, not the oozing and infested potions, but the I've just remembered what the other potion is. It's webbing. It spawns a web near you when you die. But the thing I'm concerned about is that the potions, the new potions that have been added, aren't the same texture as all the other potions. The bottle is a different shape, which is honestly a tiny bit concerning to me, simply because I'm gonna be that guy. It doesn't feel Minecrafty. I like the idea of having potions of ominous that do different things depending on where you are in the world. I think that's really cool. But them having a different texture, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. I feel like if they're a potion, they're a potion. Why can't they just be the normal glass bottle texture like everything else that's in the game? It's just a bit weird to me. Maybe I'll get used to it at some point. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm turning into the old Minecraft YouTubers that, or the old Minecraft veterans that hate the new changes to the game. But yeah, exactly. That's what I always say. When I always see comments about oh yeah, it's not Minecrafty, I always feel like, oh yeah, you'll get used to it. But this one, my brain is not happy. Okay, this mound is okay, but it needs to be over slabbed and textured. I feel like this place is almost over textured, where it's quite chaotic to look at. When you fly over normal Minecraft terrain, it's all the same, and it feels quite smooth and natural to look at, whereas that's almost over textured. And I haven't finished with it yet. There's a couple of things I want to add. I want to add more bushes everywhere, and also some dead bushes as well. I think those two additions will be nice, but they might feel like a bit too much. So the one thing I wanted was a water bucket. That's the wrong chest. Here, bucket. Need to put this away. And the other thing I wanted to get was some dead bushes, hopefully. There's a very small chance that I will just have some. It's unlikely, but there's a chance. Grass, cow. It's desert. I do. When did I get those? I must have got them. Yeah, for this build. It must have been for this build. Must have been last stream because 1, I was at the desert in last stream, and 2, I actually did want to use them here. Just scatter them a tiny bit. I don't want to use them too much, and I want to use them in the areas where there aren't leaves, because a dead bush right next to a leaf doesn't make sense. But where there isn't leaves, if there's dead bushes, it looks better. And this leaf is coming off on the roof, so that doesn't count as being close to leaves. But yeah, here. Often sand dunes have grass on them, so I wish there was I feel like there wouldn't be dead bushes right close to the sea though, because they'd be washed away by the waves. And then I don't really want, I guess, one here, because I want a bush here. But we watched June. Oh, nice. As you can imagine, the guy who doesn't watch movies hasn't seen June. No spoilers in chat for people who haven't seen it and want to see it, but was it good? I guess it's always the question when someone says they've seen a movie. Was it a decent movie? Oh, the biome gradient's so annoying. The beginning is boring. Well, I guess that's quite common with series, isn't it? not for movies, but with like series and stuff, people are like, oh, it gets good in season 4, and I'm like, that's a commitment. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool when a season has, or when a show has a good build-up, character development, build-up, all of that's great, but yeah. Season 4 is great. Yeah, what if I just, like, didn't watch it at all? Like, oh, but it's worth it. Is it, though? Is it worth it? Is it worth waiting that long for a show that I don't even know if I'll like? This is feeling super tropical now. I'm really happy. See works. Just woke up. Died a sec. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's gotta happen. I mean, it's the holidays somewhere. You might as well. The holidays. So yeah. Get up late. Who cares? It's the weekend. What does it matter? We're just kind of running around trying to think of stuff that I can add to this, I guess. And I kind of want this to feel a bit more like inhabited. This feels quite rugged at the moment. Maybe I can use the smooth sandstone slabs to create a path. Yep, so this bush is going to go. It wasn't a great one either. The reason is that I can have a little, like, I've got a path going down here. I can kind of go down here. A path. Yeah, this is good. This is what I was going for. Because, you know, if people have got their towels on the beach, they must have walked there. Are they going to walk there? Well, down a path. Needs more. Movies have you seen? All of the, I guess my favorite movies, I couldn't like reel off every movie I've ever seen, but my favorite movies are the Kung Fu Panda movies. They are my favorite movies. Just like in general. So, I can watch the new one. Probably not, and the reason is that I've seen too many reviews saying how terrible it was, and I don't want to ruin Kung Fu Panda by watching a show that's bad. The reason is a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's just like a cash grab. Like, the third one solved all the problems, and they were like, psych, here's some more problems, just so we can have some more money. I'm like, I'm not really a fan of that, to be honest. So I'm not going to partake in that movie. It's like how the Cursed Child in Harry Potter is not canon, or not considered canon by the community, because it's just like a cash grab that's weird. It's like, all their problems were solved. Psych, no they weren't. I was like, what? Why? Just let it sit. First billionaire author, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make some more money. It's like, come on. Really? Yeah, I almost put buttons here, but of course the ground is like trodden on, so there wouldn't be. Sleep again. Of course I do. But yeah, this is coming along well. I'm happy with how this is looking, but I want to gradient the beach out. Oh, come on. Really? Really? Are we getting it? I'm trying to figure out what blocks I would use to gradient the beach. What's happened? I got blown up by a creeper. I lost my bed. Oh, I lost my bed. Whatever. Yeah, I got blown up by a creeper. And, yeah. Next thing, that looks super isolated, so I want to gradient the sand out a little bit. How do you gradient sand into dirt? I genuinely don't know what blocks you use to gradient sand into dirt. Is it mud? It is mud, isn't it? Use mud. Maybe. An oak. Birch. Is it oak? I think it's a mixture of oak, birch, and mud will do it. Yeah, I've got oak on me actually. Birch slabs, oak slabs, mud if I've got it. Okay, I do have some mud. Packed mud, sorry, not normal mud. Normal mud wouldn't work at all. But packed mud, and then the sand and coarse dirt into grass. Yeah. Other dirt, coarse dirt. Maybe it would have to be straight into coarse dirt because maybe it's rich dirt into coarse dirt. I'm not sure, but mud might be the most unused and useless block in the game. Mud is very helpful for farms and stuff because it's less than a full block. So, but melons and pumpkins can grow on it, but it's less than a full block. So you can build a melon and pumpkin farm with static hoppers, and that's less annoying than having a minecart. Rails. It means that if you don't have access to much gold, it's much easier to build the farm. So in that respect, mud is helpful. I would never use it as like a block that's pretty because, let's be honest, mud is an absolutely disgusting texture. Like, what is the color? It's such an ugly color. Okay, so now here, I'm just gonna try in this area, like over here where the grass is brown, it's gonna be a lot easier to gradient. Because yeah, it's already a good color, so what we can do is literally just have mud. Whoa, that's quite a big texture. I might be wrong here, chat. I don't like how that looks. Yeah, I might be wrong about how this gradient's gonna work. So I wanted to have birch. Hold up, let's just try and do a bit of area here, see how it looks. I've got a feeling this is not going to look great, and we're going to have to change how we do this. So I wanted some birch slabs, some oak slabs. Oh, it really looks like wood, doesn't it? It doesn't look like what I was hoping for. And I wanted mud. And then coarse dirt. I mean, mud and coarse dirt look great. But the slab gradient? Endstone? Endstone's way too bright. It's an interesting block. It's so bright. It's useful that I've got it right here that I can check and look. But yeah, endstone and the normal texture as well, they're just way too vibrant. I like the... Try a stripped oak or strip... Ooh, stripped birch would work. Yeah, you're right about stripped birch. Stripped oak is really brown. It's too far the other way. Like, the point of using the oak is that it's like a middle brown texture. Stripped birch might work. So my inventory is completely full of rubbish. Of course, always is. I'm gonna complain about inventory, but I'm not gonna say the inventory needs to be bigger. What do you think about custom stack sizes being bigger? I told Fusi had a heart attack because I forgot to say that it was optional and 64 was still default. But oh, my shock was on me because I was blown up by a creeper. But yeah, stack sizes are now optionally up to 99. Which is cool, but I don't think a lot of people are going to like it. So the idea is that place these down. Okay. about stacks? In the newest snapshot, you can customize a stack size to be as big or small as you want. So you can do like /give oak slab 99 and it will do it in one group instead of giving you 64 and 35. Which is cool. But I don't think a lot of people are going to be a fan. I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's not Minecrafty. Again, people are going to think it's not Minecrafty, which I get almost, but also like it's really good for map making. Like having a custom stack size of like 1 is really good for map making. So in that sense, I like the change, but of course, people are going to hate it. Which it's understandable, but not my opinion. Okay, this gradient is good. And then into oak slabs. And then this is where the mud comes in. Okay, I think we have got this gradient worked out correctly. I feel like I've heard this song before. Probably haven't, but you know. Is there a different brown that I can use? And into coarse dirt. I mean, the gradient works, doesn't it? Or the back half of the gradient works. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to cut down these trees at the very least. I think over the next few days I will experiment with sand dirt gradients. But for now, I'm going to remove this, put it back to literally just being sand straight into grass, and we'll just leave it. I'm too uncertain about how it looks. But yeah, it was an interesting look into gradients, but not for me. Not for today. Hopefully I picked up all of the grass so I can just replace it. There's always a chance that you've like just dropped all of the stuff on the ground and no longer have it. Oh. There we go. Okay. Cool. Looking good. Like how this looks. Yeah. Great. We are halfway. Awesome. So the next thing is the interiors. I put off the interiors because I wasn't 100% sure, but I've got an idea now. I literally just want like some tables and chairs. Super simple. Easy to be in the corner, but not on the ledge. Yeah, just some tables and chairs. Super simple. Just something to give that room just something to look at. I'm gonna use oak furniture. I think it's the best block. It will stand out. It'll be obvious that it's furniture and not floor. That's always a problem. If your furniture is the same color as your floor, it can look extremely weird. I'm just gonna grab a variety of oak. Hopefully something sticks. Something looks good. Do I need little posts with lanterns on? Should they be fences or... That's used up all of the interior in one go. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. This. Did I build the table wrong? Yes, of course I did. This and this. And then for the chairs, I'm gonna have slabs backed with signs. And then I will make the table. I guess I could do the old-fashioned, but that's attached to the walls, so that doesn't look too good. What if I made like a bar? Little bar stools. I saw how to do bar stools with armor stands. They look really cool. Listen to a Runaway. I have listened to a Runaway. It's the most popular song, like, at the moment. Of course, I've listened to it. I think it's decent. I think it's decent. Essentially, I will listen to it, but not by choice. Like, there are some songs when they come up on the shorts feed, I'm like, nope, scrolling away. But that one, I'll listen to it. Listen to it, but it's not like it's on my playlist. Let's go. Oh, okay. Of course, I'm gonna fly into my castle. If I listen to all of it, I very much doubt it. Like maybe through clips alone, but full 10 minutes? No. I don't have the time for songs that long. Okay, that's a complete lie. But I don't listen to songs that long. Blue ice is useful, but I know you only sell 3 of it, so I'm gonna just kill you. Take your leads. They would fit the vibe of the area so well, but they just despawn. It's such a shame. Yeah, so if I just have some, like, some of these and then have a bar, that's too cool. Maybe for a kid, that's what bars feel like, but it's definitely not that at all. Okay, this is definitely working. Okay, fan of that, but it does actually just need to be slabs. Slab, and then signs behind. And then I guess I could have like a corner sofa, potentially. Let's see, who's out the way. Little corner bit of furniture. I love oak and jungle together. Good combination. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Here needs something, doesn't it? Maybe some signs. With like, could I just do like the old touches? And then dye it a colour. It looks interesting. Nah. I saw signs being used like that in like a cyberpunky build, but for this, that's a no. I think I can. Maybe if I just put a flower pot there, that'll be enough to make the wall there interesting. Why is my helmet not taking any damage? Weird. Oh, my shock was full. Okay. Flower pot, and what flower would be nicest? I feel like a lily of the valley would be the nicest flower. Hopefully I've... Why is there a zombie? Flowers. Okay, I don't have a lily of the valley. Oh, they're super rare, aren't they? Right, we're doing it. Azure. And then... terracotta. No, that's separate to brick. Flower pot. Oh, I have a decorated pots and shirts and stuff. Do we use decorated pots at all? I feel like decorated pots are so, like, by themselves as a style that you have to kind of build around them. Which is good. I like that they've introduced something different. But I don't think I can implement it in this build very easily. Now when I look at this from the inside, it looks like a thing. Okay, simple interior, but it works. Up here now, I think I'm going to struggle a bit more with this interior. Maybe not. Actually got quite a big area to work with. Maybe we can do something good with this. I think I want to keep one of these doors open. It feels more like inviting? No, the opposite. It feels more open and free. But it means that the tile can't escape still. So if this is where people are going to be walking in general, then maybe I have a little table in the corner. A chair. Put one with a chair. Nice. And then the same. Just another bar. Need a stairs. Just a full length bar. And then the same bar stools. Oh, it's an even number. How do I make this look interesting? Oh, I do that. Okay, that works. Same. That's too close. I'm gonna make this asymmetrical. Oh. I guess that's fine. Nothing wrong with a floating turtle. Cool, we get a great view of nothing. It's fine. And then I guess in the corner I could have a little table. Maybe the lantern or something like that. I want another flower pot to go on here, there. Another flower pot and a lantern. Ah, but I've already got lanterns like right there. Maybe not, and I feel like I need a painting up here. You know, there's like restaurants by the sea that have all like the paintings. Yeah, I think that's a cool vibe to go for. So, painting, flower pot. And I need to sleep as well. Oh, straight through the door. Let's go. I'm gonna put my video in this up for a moment it's done, but I want to upload it at a good time. What do you mean by good time? I guess, what is it? Is it 3 p.m.? It's the best time, I seem to remember. But uploading stuff. Add some background music, yeah. Make sure it's copyright free. Always important. Where would I store a painting? I guess Misk wood, I would have it. Okay, it doesn't look like I've got one. But I know that I've got wool. Oh, it's in the shulker box of the wool, isn't it? Yes, it is. Painting. And oh, I forgot about item frames. Maybe I can use some item frames. Something. Flower pot. Okay, I need to buy some bricks. Ah. Fair use of music. 10 seconds. No, 10 seconds is too long. You have to. It's less than 5 seconds for fair use. Unfortunately. So, yeah. Close, but yeah, it is 5 seconds. So, yeah. I would make sure you find some copyright free. Yeah. You don't wanna lose your monetization. Not that we have the privilege of being monetized, but you know, still, it's annoying. Okay, do that. Got some flower pots now, and finally some flowers. I think I'm gonna go for a dandelion this time. It's cute. Are any of these paintings good? No. Hopefully we can, hopefully there's a good painting that's a good size to put up here. Okay, we need to make it so that a painting can't do that. Oh wait, it still can. God damn it. Solid blocks. Right, there we go. Okay, that's a bad one. Is there multiple paintings that size, or is it just that painting that only fits in that slot? There's only one painting that size. I actually don't like it that big, to be honest. Maybe it should be one of the 2x2s. I don't like the 2x2 paintings. You know what? We'll go for a sunset. And then we can make this wall more interesting with item frames. I guess I'll get a fish and some stuff like that. Flower pot. Flower. Yeah, I think... Yeah. What could go in the item frames that would work? I think fish would work. And... kelp. Yeah, okay. Take it. So a trident. Ooh, that is a good suggestion. That's actually extremely convenient that there's a tropical fish right here. That is a good idea. I don't think I've got a trident. I can't really get a trident very easily on this world. That looks good though. I might have one. 12 minus 38 equals minus 26. That's not... No. It is not. Dude. Okay, I'm gonna check whether I have a trident. It's incredibly unlikely. I guess I would have it spare. Being spare tools, but... Oh, a fishing rod. Oh, absolutely a fishing rod. Will you check those on later? Absolutely. Of course. It's not like I'm monetized. That is true. Okay, fishing rod. Okay, that's a good selection. I think maybe another... Maybe an empty flower pot works. Like it's actually glass or something. Glass? Okay, yeah, that's all good. Yeah. Could I put a... Guess I could do that. And then put different fish in it. I just want this place to be as interesting as possible. Are there any cod in the ocean? That's tropical fish, isn't it? Yeah, no, I want cod this time. Wait, what? Oh, there's one. It's like, how have I not seen a single cod yet? Cod. There we go. Okay. Interiors are done. Oh, that looks so good. Being able to see the painting. Okay, I'm actually really glad I did those interiors. I thought they might be a bit unnoticeable and kind of a waste of time, but absolutely not. These are great. Okay. I've actually used the kelp in an item frame before. I guess I'm being consistent, which is good. And this is supposed to be like a kelp shop, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I'm super happy with that. That was my doorbell, not yours, chat. Don't worry about it. God dang it. Hasn't happened in a while. Whatever. Would a fishing place work well here? I feel like people wouldn't fish on holiday. Unless it was here. I had like little... This is purely experimentation. This will probably not survive. Oh, I have sides. Put this down here. This is quite cool, but I don't know if it will work. This, pull this down. Oh, that looks bad. Back to have some like rods that come down or something. Actually, I could just bring the slabs out a block, I guess, and then these go down. How does that look? That looks pretty awful. This. Not a fan. Yeah, nope. Getting rid of that. It's not working for me. I do like the idea of having some kind of wood structure. Maybe not there. Okay. Genuinely, I think I'm done with this area. I'm a big fan of how it looks. Which means I guess we should focus back. Put our focus back on the castle. Again. Yeah. So what can we do with this castle next? There isn't really any other big builds that I want to do. Like, this is a big build, this is a big one, obviously. Huge build, that kind of thing. Now I guess I want to fill it with houses. And, I guess I need to design some, like, different interesting houses. I think that's kind of like my... Yeah. So that's my next step. So I'm going to go in the creative world and try and design some houses. Okay, that's what I was working on for ages. Figuring that out. Because we'll... actually, we should build it over here where I've been building the rest of this. Go over here and try and design a house of some description. So, I guess... Oh, this is my block palette, by the way. This was when I was thinking of making the walls that tall with that gradient. Be pretty crazy to have a gradient like that, but it was a thought. It was a thought for a while. Now, is there not tough in this? No. Okay, so I'm gonna switch off commands. Game rule. Log output logs. Turn that off. And yeah. So this is the bit where I just have to think and maybe get some help from you. So they're gonna be like right up close to the wall, and I don't want any black in them. The only build that's supposed to be black is this one. And that is purely because it's supposed to be very... It's supposed to be very menacing to look at. It's supposed to invoke strength and power and whatever. These builds less so, and that's why I want to focus on them more. So the idea of the brick roofs I like, but also these roofs I'm a big fan of. Maybe I think we should try and stick with this style of roof more, but maybe not a flat diagonal. We have a bit of a curve. So how do you make... What I've got to remember is how to actually build roofs now. I get some cobblestone. The advantage of cobblestone is that... Wait, is cobblestone... Oh, it's not a natural block, it's a building block, isn't it? Dang it. So it's supposed to be flat, stairs, stairs, block, stairs, block, block, slab. That's a nice looking curve. But yeah, how is that going to fit into a roof setting? I guess it kind of does work as a roof by itself, and it is quite compact, which is good because the problem is that if these are too big in comparison to the scale of the house, it doesn't feel right, and so yeah, need to be careful. Because I'm going to connect this and fill it in with wood and see what it looks like. Wait a second, that's a thought. How does this look? So the advantage of these roofs is because the cobblestone looks so sturdy, you can actually be a bit more, like, I guess, flimsy with what the block is made in the middle. So like strip logs. Okay, that doesn't look great, and the reason why is that this needs to be one block further out compared to the roof. And I'm not really a fan of the combination, so maybe stripped spruce would be better. Let's get some stripped spruce. And let's push this inwards by a block, which I am building in the floor. It's always an issue I get into when I build stuff flat on the ground. Always building it into the floor. It's very annoying. Makes it difficult sometimes. Let me do this. This. We'll have a look at this once I've placed it all in, but I think this will work. Okay. Yes, that is exactly what I pictured. Okay, so that's the style of roof that I want for these builds. And the advantage of using spruce like that is that I can texture it with, yeah, like this. I can texture it. Big advantage of using wood is that there's quite a lot of different texturing choices. Okay, this is good. Now the next thing that I want is I want it to be built on top of something, I guess. So this is going to be a design for quite a important house, I would say. This feels like the kind of roof that would go on quite a grand house. So I guess 2 floors, 2 nice, comfortably tall floors of a house would work with this. And I think it should be maybe bricks, stone bricks. Not normal bricks, of course. Normal bricks would look very, very odd. But I used end stone in the other build and it looked good. Maybe we can go for some, you know what, we can get a bunch of different types of bricks. We'll just search up what every single type of brick is. So mud, prismarine, no. Bricks are, normal bricks should be roofs only because we've only used them in the roofs in the build so far. Stone bricks are good. But they get boring if you use them too much. End stone. End stone's just so bright. That's why I was careful with it when we did the desert area. It was just too bright. So maybe our only option is stone bricks. And maybe there's some other, like andesite. Andesite's a nice block. I feel like andesite's underused. I guess it's because of the blockiness of it, isn't it? But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to research how to make resource packs specifically so I can make andesite look good again. So I'm just going to make it borderless, remove these edges from the texture entirely, the light and the dark edges, remove them entirely, and then we'll be able to use it. Which means that I'm going to use it in this design. So what if we stacked up with bricks? Now, the thing with houses is that you want them to be an interesting shape. So you don't want them just to be a rectangle or a square. L-shaped is quite common, because then you can have like a little courtyard. But I'm thinking that maybe a T-shape would work. So it's still like relatively simple, and it's made out of 4 blocks like this, 4 different sections. Then this section here is shorter, so 1 floor. There's like a entrance way that's like a half. This is a garden. I guess I'll use a flower as decoration for the garden. Not a tall flower. Literally any other flower would have worked. Flower for the garden. And then this is actually up against the wall. So you can see that it's a complete, nice looking house without... Yeah, it's space efficient. And it looks good. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go for this kind of design. And I don't really want to design it any more than that in this world. Let's go back to hardcore. And let's clear out our inventory. Oh, as soon as I mentioned clearing out my inventory, I was like, ah, oh, yeah, because it takes 12 years for me to clear out all my stuff. I find it annoying too, it takes ages, but it's just the way it is. Maybe I can be extremely bad and just put it there and move on. Duck herd edits. Hello, duck. You only gonna quack, or are you gonna say hi? I feel like you're only gonna quack, and that's okay, because it's funny. So yeah, the building blocks that I wanted to go for is I wanted to use stone, bricks specifically. King for the duck. Oh no. Oh no. What? I mean, hello ducks. Hello ducks. I mean, 5. That either that's 5 different people or someone switching account very fast. Either way, I respect it. Because I don't have a viewer counter. I have no idea. And I'm just gonna let the ducks do their thing. Never want to anger the ducks. Dun dun dun. No. Andesite was the other thing I wanted. And okay, it doesn't look like we've got much. Ooh, Ronat, welcome. I'm gonna get some andesite, and I'm also gonna get some other stuff. I say other stuff because I instantly forgot what I was gonna get, but andesite's the main thing. Cobblestone. That's what it is. Cobblestone and andesite. Cobblestone for the roof, andesite for the walls. Yeah, this is a bit dark. Maybe... Actually, you know what? My computer would set on fire if I... Because I've been doing all my research and stuff for my essay that I'm writing, and unfortunately... Okay, I don't want stone. It means... the problem with doing research is that you open quite a lot of tabs. Why there's only ducks in chat? Not a clue. There just are, and I think it's quite fun. But yeah, I'll get like 4 stacks of cobble or something. And I'll get probably the same amount of andesite. I just know that we'll need loads, so I might as well get lots. I think andesite's going to be one of these blocks that I'm going to use a lot. It's got slabs and stairs. You can texture it with unpolished andesite. So yeah, it's going to be a good block to use. The duck FBI is hunting me down, yes. That's definitely what's happening right now. I apologize for how dark it is in this cave, but I cannot switch shaders on. Because pretty sure I have like 30 tabs of research open, plus all my normal tabs. And yeah, it's kind of a problem. I think next time what I'll do is I'll do all my research on a different browser, which I can then close. Just entirely close it. Because I have to keep the tab open with all my research on, because it's got like my thumbnail maker and music, and obviously my YouTube feed and all of that. So yeah, certainly is interesting. I don't know how much time we've got. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hello. People, this is why you have mob sounds higher, so you can actually hear when creepers are approaching. Okay, that's where I mined granite, it looks like. Or just more stone, who knows? Where is the site? But yeah. Don't get blown up by creepers, people. It's bad for your health. Ah, there's andesite here. That's where I was mining andesite then. Doesn't look like I've actually got too much of it, so I just have to be a bit while the ice train that this is causing me just to see. Kind of problematic, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's a tiny bit of light. Better than nothing, I guess. It's just annoying to pick back up again. Okay. I'm only going to get 2 stacks of this. I want to get to building. I'm too bored by doing this already. I can't believe I mined all that deep slate. Like, I'm already bored of mining andesite. I haven't even mined like 2 stacks yet. I mined like, how many thousands? Yeah, 23,000 deep slate. And I'm just getting bored already. IRS, oh my god. I cannot work out the duck, people, but I'm chill with it. It's all good. It's not the weirdest thing that's ever happened in my chat, so I'm not concerned by it. One stone. Okay. So, let's plot where the first building's gonna be. I think the best place for a first building is gonna be here. It's a bit tucked out of the way, but also not too far away from everything. First thing I need to do is I need to push the land back a little bit. I'll probably end up pulling the land back in again once I'm done, but for now, I need it pushed back so that I've got a bit more space. I need to lead this sheep away real quick. I saw something, like, when I opened my inventory, I saw something had red gibberellite, and I was like, oh no, what's breaking? Oh, it's my stupid bow. Who cares? Wheat. I will not be murdering sheep. This is one of the OG sheep. That got me all the wool for the walls. So, you can just come over here. Oh, there's more over there. Maybe we should group them all together. Oh, iron farm's working nicely. I just forget about some of my farms sometimes, like the iron farms over there, and like in that pillar there, there's a. Is it the bamboo farm in that one? I think it is bamboo. Yeah, because it's cactus, bamboo, sugarcane, and then wool over there. And the back two, I'm not putting anything in for now because I feel like there might be something. Now make the duck cult. Nah. I'm good. feel like these builds should be really close together. But at the same time, I don't want it to feel super cramped. It's not very much space, is it? I thought I'd have way more space to work with here. I'm not sure why. Here and here. Let's fill this in with blocks and see what it feels like. I built a plus-shaped house. The first house that I like really properly put effort into as a build was a plus-shaped house, and it was actually really nice. Maybe I could do a plus shape at some point. Okay. That's good. It's uneven, but it's good. There's always the troubles when you building stuff in Minecraft. You want to make sure that it's not uneven. Okay. You know what? I'm not hating the shape of this build. What I think maybe should happen is that this should be pushed back a block. I think the T shape was a correct choice. I think it's missing. Maybe the seed needs to be smaller. Because I don't want the front part to look like odd compared to the rest of it, I guess. So it's gonna be this shape. This has reduced it by quite a big volume, so yeah, that's better. I'm a bigger fan of that. That's also odd. Odd. Okay, that's good. Gotta make sure it's all odd number of blocks. Like before, like these builds, I don't really care about whether they're odd or even. This build, it really matters because I'm doing an intricate roof. This roof doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, odd or even, couldn't care less. I was gonna turn into the CPS of the ducks, but the logo's ugly. I mean, fair enough, I guess. Hate the logo, hate the logo. Okay, now how tall is this build gonna be? Oh, that was cinematic camera. It's actually quite rare for people to have cinematic camera mapped to anything at all, but I've always got it as F4. So I can go wee. I'm gonna not do that. I feel like this is a decent height, but I want it to be 2 floors. So maybe it needs to be a tad tall. I don't want it to be taller than this build though. Maybe I can make the floors a bit shorter. So what's the comfortable ceiling height? Is it 3 blocks for a comfortable ceiling? No, it's 3.5. I haven't got any slabs on me, so 3.5 and 3.5. Okay, so that means the height of the build will be 1 more block than that. Okay, I think we're kind of cooking here. I think it should be a bit bigger. I just don't want it to like outscale other builds, and because there's going to be so many of them, I don't want them to be the dominant feature. I think this is okay. Like, of course, this is a wireframe; it can change, but for now, I think I'm happy with it. It always feels bad building like this, like doing the whole like falling down over and over. It's quite funny because, you know, hardcore and all that. My brain's like, I just took damage. Just noticed. Doesn't matter. I need to get more stone. Thankfully, stone is one of the things I've actually got a bunch of. It's quite rare. Often because this world isn't actually very old, some of my my really old world from 1.16, if I ever need anything, like, I need a mossy cobblestone wall or something, I'll just have one. This world, that is not the case. I have to always make stuff. After spending about 2 or 3 years on a world, you basically never have to make anything, because you've always just got one from when you used it previously. It's very useful. Okay, now I'm going to build the roof up. I need a stone cutter. Oh wow, there's stonecutters here, how convenient. So I need about a stack of them, some of that. That'll do, okay. Then how does the roof look again? I'm trying to remember how it looks. Oh, I need strip spruce as well. Big as in size, not height. Ah, I see what you mean. Okay. Turn into the IRS. Okay, of course. Of course you will. Again. I think once we put the roof on it, it'll feel wider because the roof comes out by a block. But I need spruce. Need a lot of spruce as well, actually. We might have to set up some spruce trees down. Yeah, we got full one, so that's not quite going to cut it. Do I have saplings? Yes, I do. Do I have bone meal? Yes, I'm absolutely certain that I do. It's chest. Yep. Oh, whatever. Just make a full stack. I'm gonna fly far away somewhere. How far away do I need to fly? Ah, there's a bamboo forest over there. I can use that. Wait, are there pandas in this bamboo forest? I actually don't remember. Unlikely, but potentially. Okay, there isn't. Oh, I'd be so mad if this was like AA and I found a jungle or something. This seed is so good, by the way. When I start a world that I know I'm going to be on for a while, I scout the seed. I'll go on chunk base, and I'll just make a bunch of seeds and see which ones are good. And for this one, I found it and I was like, this is the perfect seed. Like, I knew it immediately that this was a good seed. Do I have a... Oh, I actually do. Nice. Get out of here, leaf. This is why people should carry hoes on them. Is that actually useful? Okay. Now the advantage of choosing the bamboo. Oh yeah, you can't do that, can you? Gotta do that. Can you then grow them next to each other? Yes, okay. Okay, that's not growing for some reason. Weird. Guess we're growing it here. Nope, that doesn't want to grow. Fine, I guess we're cutting this down now. Wow, this is tall. Whoa. Okay, that's probably going to be enough wood for a little while. Probably not enough forever, but, you know. It will last us a bit of time. Me casually talking like this isn't the most humongous amount of wood ever seen. This is not going to fit in my inventory. All that stupid bamboo. I literally have infinite bamboo, I don't even need to keep it on me. Oh, that's such a waste. No, I've got loads. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess we're stacking up for this tree. Jesus. Okay. Make sure that I don't run out of inventory space for this. I'm gonna keep it in my hotbar. It's also nice to keep track of how much you've actually got. I also said that I would run the emerald farm, or the raid farm, for a bit today as well. I haven't got my auto clicker open, but I'll get it in a second. But yeah, in light of the new update, I will be needing to run the farm a lot. And potentially increase the storage. But because I only run it in 10-minute bursts, it doesn't really matter that much. The raid farm that I built on the SMP, that I ran for an hour straight, so I actually needed quite a lot of storage for that. The amount of emeralds I got after that hour of air killing was actually ridiculous. I think it ended up, it was, how much did it end up being? I'm trying to remember. I think it was an entire shulker box of emerald blocks in an hour, plus a bunch of gunpowder and redstone blocks. Those are the only things I care about with the farm. Yeah, it drops sugar in bottles and all that rubbish. I don't care about that. Like with the witch farm, I'm gonna build in this world. I'm gonna have to be careful with the storage, making sure I'm only picking up useful stuff. But yeah, 4 stacks and a bit of wood. That's pretty good. I should probably try and pick up some of these saplings because I used a lot of them. I don't really want to waste them. I guess all of the leaves were destroyed. Yeah, most of the leaves were destroyed. So that was a waste of saplings, but certainly wasn't a waste of bone meal. Look how much wood that is. Nice. Okay. I feel like with these houses that I'm going to start making, they're going to take a few streams to build, because I'm going to build like 10, 20 of them. Loads. And in that respect, it's going to be pretty difficult to keep up with resources. So there'll be quite a lot of time where I'm literally just gathering stuff for them. So that's not how this works, is it? No, it's... Why don't I have a pickaxe? Yeah, wait, so it's... I'm trying to remember how this looked. It was like this, wasn't it? And then there was slabs around it. I guess I'll do this, and then it was stairs. Remove these on the edges because I don't know what I'm doing on the corners yet. This is the type of roof where I'm going to have to go and design it real quick. I don't remember what this looks like. Wait, that's not what it looks like at all. What am I doing? That's why this is like this, because it arcs round. I only half remembered what this looked like, apparently. Because yeah, this thing goes up by a block. And there must be stairs there to compensate for that. Maybe. Oh, of course. I'm trying to build it quickly so I can get to the raid farm, but I don't think I actually remember how to build this. So. This. Another row. Another row. This is so much wood. Okay, this is going to be an issue where I'm going to run out of wood logs all of the time. I mean, it looks good though. Fits the vibe of the area, and it's also unique, which I like. Yeah, so I'm gonna check the creative mode world one more time. Try and finish off what it looks like, but essentially I'm just gonna run the raid farm after this. Yeah, so it's flat 2, 3, 1. Or, oh, sorry, it's flat 1, 2, 3, 1. And there are 2 stairs. Okay. Flat 1, 2, and 3. This is a very tall roof. It's always the issue when you're building stuff in creative is you fly upwards to look at stuff, so it can really blow stuff out of proportion by accident. I didn't even want to build a big roof on this square, did I? the front square was going to be lower. Dang, okay. It's alright though. The reason why it's alright is because this is just like it was almost like a palette test to make sure that this feels good in this area. So, I'm going to do this, and then there are slabs on top. So this is the vibe that I want for this building. Okay, so it is tall and grand. That lower lip looks very bad, so I will have to change that. But I like the color scheme. Okay. It works, but it needs work. I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm gonna open up my auto clicker. Do that. Click every 1500 milliseconds. Okay. Click on here. Test it. Okay, yeah. Now let's go over to the farm. Run it for a bit. And then we will be done. I'm just going to check that this farm doesn't already have stuff in it, because gotta be careful. Hey, Haraku, hello. Just about to run the raid farm, and then I'll be ending. So, unfortunately you came at the time of no progress, but I guess I can catch you up on what I've done if you would like. Just gonna make sure that I've got all my stuff together before I start this farm up. Oh, I'm running my shaders. I can't run this farm today, people. And the reason why is that I'm running fabric, so it doesn't work. Damn it. Yeah, so in case you didn't know, this farm doesn't work when I run my mods. Like this mod and all this, where I'm just like scrolling. It breaks the farm, so I can't run it today. I will need to do that next stream. So, people, if you enjoyed the stream, this feels so annoying that I can't like end with anything. Dang. I guess we'll go over to what I did. I built this. It looks good. It's night. I need to sleep. Hold on. Let's do a cool outro. Yes, I agree. Whoa, I'm also surprised about how good it looks. It's genuinely surprising. Yeah, I've never built in a tropical style before, and I think it looks pretty dang good. So yes, people, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure you give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, so today we built this tropical area. I think it looks really good. I'm happy with the towers. I think they look fine. They don't need any changes. And we also started designing one of the buildings. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Just different people here today, which was nice. So yeah. I guess bye guys. Bye. Yep. As Hiroku says, bye. Subscribe. Bye.